We live. I know this is a fucking impromptu fucking show. You know, young Chuck got on the line and says, damn, we ain't been on there a long time, so I'm gonna have to wait for everybody to pop up. So, Instagram saying, they telling the followers. And as you see the ice cream truck fucking passing outside. So, I mean, this the people's night. Tell us what the fuck you want to talk about. If you got time, come on here. Speak your damn mind. It has a lot of shit that's happened since we've been on here talking about wrestling. You sit back and think about it. Let's see. You got a fucking pay-per-view.
Instagram message.
You got AEW sitting there talking their shit, trying to do their shit. So we have many things. You can come out here and type it up. Let's talk about it. As we go wait for motherfuckers to come on here. Because, I mean, shit. I didn't really see fucking AEW tonight. A lot of shit been going on with NXT. NXT had a good... I saw most of NXT. NXT had a good night. Which I'm fucking... In a weird way, I'm enjoying that Cameron Grimes shit with the $1 Million Man. It's fucking weird. Who would have fucking think it just would have been good to see motherfucking Ted DiBiase make his fucking return to fucking wrestling? Shit. I figure he probably needs the fucking money. Shit. The only thing I saw like in the clips like with AEW is what they had to do from the Acclaim capping on John Moxley and fucking talking about he wanted oral sessions from his wife. I thought that was pretty fucking funny. So, I mean, other than that, shit, you got everybody sitting there talking about the Kenny Omega playing the belt chaser, the belt collector, being a fake ass Thanos, like you want to collect every fucking thing. I hope. Where's the black beard? I ain't fucking colored that fucking shit in years. Now it's the fucking multicolor like I always is. Red now with fucking streaks of gray. Mailman. So shit. As I'm fucking heading to fucking 41, I'm getting more fucking gray. So that's another little transition as we getting used to shit in life. So see here, bus. What's on your mind? Let's see. Look up on the computer. Oh yeah, then today you had these fucking releases from NXT. Then you had the one fucking dude that everybody's on his head, the referee. Apparently, he don't like colored people and vaccines and shit like that. They got rid of that girl, fucking Vanessa Bourne. Her ass is fucking fine. Like, I kind of got it why they got rid of Justin May Duke, because I mean she ugly and skills looked limited. Let's see. Elevated Science said, but when Cody's chasing belts, it was all good. Well, if you notice, he only went after one heavyweight belt. And I remember what you're talking about. And that only heavyweight belt was the NWA. But you see, young hoes, the difference is he only had that shit for a short amount of time. How they trying to stretch this shit out with Omega? Now, hopefully they do the right thing and fucking, you get motherfucking Moose take the belt. And it's about time. It's just like when fucking Chuck was sitting there saying, Moose didn't put in the fucking work and shit. But see, you know, the part that I hate is if I could watch an episode of Impact and there's no botches and it's a little more entertaining with no people, then I'm more entertained than watching AEW with people. It's something. Plus, the other big news that came out this morning, and I put up on Wrestleheads, that AEW's adding a Friday show. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to do? I was like, I put up in the comments like, shit. It's like NXT to WWE living rent free in fucking AEW's head. Because every time something happens, who do you gotta talk about? Instead of them focusing on making a better product, doing better wrestling, hey, fucking Lakers making a comeback. All right. They know that spot's fucking important. Cause shit, most likely whoever fucking goes first got a fucking chance of getting their heads lopped off. Shit. I mean, other than like if you Boston trying to fucking sit there and win, WCW Thunder vibes. Professional wrestling from AEW can kiss my ass. Rampage ain't gonna be good. I don't get it. Like, I think when you have a show, you have to perfect that show first before you try to have another show. See, it's like when WWE had Raw, right? They perfected Raw. Then SmackDown came, and they perfected that. I don't think you haven't finished perfecting the first one and say, fuck it. They already got a little side show in the dark, and then now, now you want to fucking have this fucking Rampage. It's like, you got to perfect something. You got to get good at one thing before you try to diverse and do all these other things. And shit, it just made me think, because I was like, when I was looking at the NFL draft and I seen Tony Khan in the draft room with his daddy, I'm like, do they have too much shit? It's like, how much control do Khan have? And then, I mean, well, also we could talk about is that report they said the little vice presidents ain't getting along with each other. And it makes you wonder, like, who's not getting along? Omega's not getting along with Cody, or the Bucks not getting along with Cody, or Omega and the Bucks not getting along. Because it might be the Bucks and Omega is not getting along with Cody. Because nowadays, you see the Bucks and the fucking Omega working together doing more shit. And it seems like Cody's just off somewhere doing his own shit. But see, this I remember when this whole thing came up, and I talked about this, I said, I don't think it's a good idea for them to have so many vice presidents and they all wrestlers. It's not good for the business. You know? I'm like, because everybody gonna have their individual shit. It's one thing like having Cody do it. Okay. But when I found out it was the Bucks, I'm like, no. And then the last one, when they made Omega the last vice president, I was like, I think that was a bridge too far. And I think people got to sit here and think about that shit. You know? Professional wrestling fan. Raw was a hit with SmackDown. That's what I said. You have to make that progression like that. Like, okay, let's get one thing right. Then let's do the next fucking thing. AEW refused to acknowledge that AEW is doing the same thing. Oh, yeah, it's all the time. And, oh, yeah, let's not forget to talk about that goddamn fucking War Game shit. It's like, if you know WWE just had a War Games in fucking November, why the fuck are you trying to do the same fucking thing? Then you had Chris Jericho fall off that cage into a sleep number fucking bed with the fake ass cardboard. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, okay. Then the bad part is you got them fucking showing that they blading each other. Like you can see the goddamn blades a mile a fucking way. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Are y'all trying to? If y'all remember years back, Channel 13 was having that magician fucking show all the magic tricks, like the ins and outs. Like, nobody wants to do that. People just want to enjoy the magic tricks. Let's see. Elevated Science said Bucks and Omega more buddy. Yeah. More time in Japan. Cody will eventually leave. So will Jericho and Mox. Hell, even MJF said he not ruling out. See, MJF's a businessman. See, that's why I believe that. Mox, no. Because he thinks the fucking WWE fucking held back his character. I'm sorry. John Moxley, motherfucking Dean Ambrose. It's the same damn shit. It's the same shit sandwich. What's the fucking difference? Oh yeah, he wear fucking goddamn military pants over here. Oh, he get to hang out with a bum ass fucking wrestler called fucking, what's that motherfucker called? Eddie Kingston. That's the difference? Oh yeah, he must have shit. You think about it. John Moxley must have felt real pressure being around two of the top motherfuckers in the business with motherfucking Roman Reigns, the head of the table, and that man Seth Rollins. I mean, you have to really sit there and think about that shit. Let's see. I see you added the Black Queens. Yeah, Sammy P. Good looking out on that picture this morning, which I put up a picture a couple of days ago. I said that was the best shit of Raw. Raw was cool, but them women was the best shit of Raw. Hands down, bar none. I don't think Mox will be jumping back. He's a freelancer. Yeah, and plus, I mean, he going to them fucking the fucking hardcore little shows and shit like that. I mean, he got this fixation like you came up from the hardcore shit. Maybe he call himself he giving back. I don't know. It's like you're making $5-6 million. Like you want to go back and doing independent shit all the fucking time? Really? Really? I don't know. I think that's just stupid. Just for me. Even though I don't care if the fucking Beyond the Ring fucking did a thing for Nick Cage and shit. I don't give a fuck. Moxley has never been shit overrated. I done said that for a long time. I got fight on here. You know, I was the only one. Everybody just said, "Oh, you hate John Moxley or you hate Dean Ambrose." I'm like, no. I'm like, shit. What kind of fucking style he got? I'm like, the motherfucker can't fucking wrestle. He tries. Professional wrestling fan, AEW need to recognize Pentagon Jr. as could be a huge star, like they go a run like he did in Lucha Underground. And let's not forget Impact. Impact put the belt on his ass. That's the difference. That's why I sit there and say when they had fucking Cage talking shit about Impact, I'm like, you remember they put the belt on you, right? You remember that? They let you be a fucking champion. You know? You curtain jerking over in AEW. The money might be good, but if you was having any aspirations as a wrestler, no. It ain't gonna go like that. It ain't nothing like some sweet black abs. I'm fucking done. Preach. But I'm just sitting here wondering, like, it makes you think, like, what the fuck are they doing over there? Like, man, come on now. They were supposed to be different. That's why I go so fucking hard on them. Professional wrestling fan, I think AEW has the same, or Ray Money, I think AEW has the same issues as WWE. They don't like pushing minorities. Shit. The fucking thing about that shit is the WWE. Hey, right now they got a black world champion. I don't think they had nobody of fucking color hold their fucking belts in fucking. I never respect Cage the same way after he let himself lose to Tesla. Yeah, I know Chuck was talking about that shit too. But I'm saying, like, even with all that shit, Cage was still more successful in fucking Impact than he was in fucking AEW. When he walking around with what he was, or I guess, walking around with Taz bum ass belt that was in the fucking mothballs for 20 fucking years. I'm like, come on, man. Then he tried.
Go ahead. I hate to just butt in on your run, what you got going on right now, but I think this should be LeBron last year, nigga. I think he should retire after this shit. Nigga's done. Like, it's over, nigga. He's done.
Well, I mean, if you think about that with Chuck, LeBron had a great fucking run of not getting injured.
I know.
16,
I know.
17?
That's what, I mean, I'm not tripping. I know why he breaking down now. Going 20 years and going deep every fucking year. I know why he broke down.
I mean, you remember, it was like the same thing happened to Kobe. You pressed so hard for all them years, and it was like the last 3-4 years, his body started failing him.
Yeah, you can see it, bro. And then he got the sunroof open tonight.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The little future cul-de-sac going.
And Steph Curry's just draining shit on these niggas. Like, and I'm sorry, I'm not seeing all that hype for Andre Drummond right now either. You know.
Yeah, they thought he was gonna be a big free agency pickup.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, the name of the game is professional wrestling. And you know everything you said about Mox and everything in Cage, I can't dispute that. The only thing I can dispute was Cage got his ass kicked by fucking Tessa Blanchard. That was the dumbest shit. He should have never fucking did that.
I think Ray Money did that.
Like, I understand that that's your fucking friend and this, that, and the other, but you should have never got your ass kicked by her, ever. You know, you should have never even wrestled her. It makes no sense. When you're destroying men as much as you are, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. The one thing I will say about tonight's AEW show, I think the Varsity Blondes could really be something, man. Pillman Jr. and the other dude, they really good, man. Like, they remind me of Sean and Marty when they was at that age, man, for real.
Oh, we've been talking about Shawn Michaels all week. I mean, shit. You got Amar. If he see this shit, he be talking about Shawn Michaels like he a fucking patron saint and shit.
Yeah, I don't agree with the whole. He's the greatest in-ring performer of all time. Like
Shawn Michaels.
he,
Shawn
he's
Michaels
he's
was good.
definitely
He
he's
was damn
definitely
good.
he's definitely one of them. But when you make that claim like that, you got to count those years that he was out too. You
Yeah,
know,
he's going almost
and
5 years.
and on his way out, he didn't exactly have 5-star matches. Real shit, the 5-star matches stopped, nigga, in '97, '98. He just kind of coasted. So
But
to me,
I mean, you got to give him credit. And you know, I'm not the biggest Shawn Michaels fan
no,
because
I
to me
mean
personally, he a piece of shit.
when he
But
came
nonetheless, when
when
he
he
came
came
back,
back,
yeah,
that's when he was on fire.
yeah,
When he came back and he felt good, and he got that pain out. He
he
was
found
having
Jesus.
and he was willing to be more cooperative with the talent he was working with.
Certain
Then
talent.
yeah, hey Sammy, that's the point I was trying to make. See, my thing is how Shawn Michaels went on his biography, and he was talking about how he changed the game for a person his size, like Bret the Hitman Hart didn't do it right before him. You know, I had already been saying that if it wasn't for Bret the Hitman Hart being a successful champion after the big men, Shawn Michaels would have never got the belt in the first place. He had to give Bret credit for holding that belt and being successful with it to pass it off to him in '96.
But I
You know,
mean,
he just tried to pass over that shit because really,
what?
I mean, if Ric Flair would have stayed, then we probably wouldn't have got Bret Hart as a champion.
But
But
let's be honest. Let's have a real conversation. They
okay.
rivalry started over ass, Sonny's ass,
Well,
and that's
I'm not
and
even
that's where
talking
that shit
about the beef.
started.
Yeah, but Randy, I'm not even talking about the beef between them. I'm just saying that Shawn Michaels at that size wouldn't be a main eventer if it wasn't for Bret Hart being successful at it first. If Bret
That's
Hart would have
that's
bombed,
fact.
Vince wouldn't have went back to him. He wouldn't have went back to the small guy for the championship. And
Period.
he really did. And if you think about it, he really didn't want to put the shit on Shawn Michaels. He was hoping that Kevin Nash would have been a better champion, where he could have railed off a few years with him. But then Kevin Nash ended up being a flop as a champ. He was a flop as a champ in WCW, WWE. You know, like that.
Lowest
Now you want to
draw
talk about
WWE champion
somebody.
of all time.
You want to talk about somebody being overrated. He's overrated, bro.
Lowest drawing champion of all time.
Well, see,
Remember that.
it's funny that you say that because on the AEW, on the A&E biography of Shawn Michaels, he wasn't exactly setting the world on fire as champion either. He wasn't selling out arenas either as the champ. That's why they moved it to the Undertaker. I didn't know that. That was something I found out on that fucking. You get a chance, Randy. You got to watch that A&E biography. They drop little shit that we don't know about, even if it's just one or two little facts. You
Here,
know,
how about this? As you watched it, drop some tidbits about it.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much the story that we all pretty much put together. It's just that when I heard that about him, not exactly, selling out and working out, as the champion and stuff, and they wanted
Surprised
to
you.
move it, to the Undertaker, you know, that was a little surprising to me because I thought Shawn Michaels sold the houses out, but really it was his opponents that brought it to the dance. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from the guy. I know he was one of the greatest wrestlers to ever live, one of the greatest storytellers. But, you know, you have to understand, too, for those who love Shawn Michaels, you have to understand, too, that he had a real opportunity to make some really good champions in the late 90s, and he didn't want to do business. He didn't want to do business with a lot of wrestlers. Vader's not in the Hall of Fame because he didn't want to do business with them. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? He didn't want to do business with Steve Austin at 14, even though he could barely move in that match, and Austin had to carry him in that match. That makes
And
no sense. You got
and
a
don't forget,
broken back. You can barely walk, dude, and you still want to hold on to the championship. What makes you different from Hulk Hogan? As we fucking, neither one of those guys like each other or respect each other because you remember that fucking SummerSlam, I think it was SummerSlam '05, when Shawn didn't want to work with Hogan at all, and Vince made him get in there and work with Hogan, and he was super triple selling everything, making it look stupid. I
well,
know he didn't want
they
I
said
know he
Hogan
didn't
didn't
want
want
to
to
do
do
business.
business either.
Right. He didn't want to work with him. because Hogan didn't want to work with him, but they both doing the same shit. That's the shit I don't understand. Like, and then people throw this shit in my face with Bret Hart. Bret Hart didn't want to fucking put Shawn Michaels over because he felt like Shawn wouldn't put him over first. We know it was over Sonny's pussy. We know that's what the shit was about. But I never saw Bret Hart say no to anybody else who needed to go over. He fucking put the Patriot over, for God's sakes. He put Del Wilkes over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But nonetheless, in his twilight years now, him and Triple H, you got to see a lot of them working with NXT on that A&E biography. And I thought it was really good stuff. Oh, that's 100. I thought I had a fucking zit on my face, and somebody had 100 right there, that red shit, nigga.
Yeah. I mean, but you sit there and think about it like CM Punk was one of the first ones. This is why I was trying to tell Amar. He didn't want to work with CM Punk. He didn't want to work with The Rock. But people forget about this shit, how ultra successful The Rock is. Shawn Michaels and The Rock, he barely touches it because it probably pisses him off. And that's why you probably don't even talk about it. So, him and Triple H probably had to be coasted to start doing proper business.
Well, you know what?
That's why I put that report up with Carlito, because Carlito said the minute he got there, Shawn Michaels told him, I don't like you.
Well, you know what, Randy? It's funny that you mentioned that, because this A&E biography also brought out the fact that Triple H really took care of Shawn Michaels in those Degeneration X years. Shawn was doing so many pills and so much blow that he was coherent most of the nights after they got done working. Triple H was the one that carried his bags, carried him to the fucking hotel room, and had to get up every 3 hours to check on Shawn Michaels and make sure he's okay. I didn't know that Triple H was sucking his dick back then, but he was. So I think that, that has a lot to be said about it too. And it's funny that you mentioned CM Punk, because if you notice, they've really been talking about him coming back lately. Like, it's really been like a thing on like more than one show. And
look,
Sam, I'll still eat those meat curtains of Sonny. I don't know, man.
Not now.
She kind of look like just the 10 of us now. Like, she ain't really all that hot.
Look, it's like this with the CM Punk shit.
I'm easy, nigga. Like, I fucks with a lot of them.
See, with the CM Punk shit, it's just like this. A lot of people don't want to admit it. CM Punk is still a mover in this business. He's still the fans want him to come back. You sit here and think about it. You just
tell the truth, Randy.
What?
Wrestling needs a shot in the arm.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's just the bottom line. Like, as good a work as Roman and Lashley are doing, they don't have the right opponents, bro, to make these super matches right now, because they haven't built nobody else, and you see it. So the only thing you're gonna get is over and over again the same guys. Like Cesaro was new, but the story wasn't even about Cesaro. It's about Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it changed. Yeah. It changed just like that when the minute Uso came back.
Right.
But let me finish up.
Cesaro had a good showing nonetheless.
Yeah, he did. Let me finish up with the CM Punk shit. CM Punk, where he's at right now, if he go to AEW, that could swing the pendulum. If you go to WWE, that could swing the pendulum. That's where he's at right now. And I mean, I know him. Like, not knowing him. I know him. I think eventually that's when Triple H, he got to tuck his tail and humble himself. And that's probably when Vince saying, look, we got to do business right now.
There's too much bad blood, dude. I don't think it's going to happen.
Easy schedule and $10 million will change a lot of minds. And with fucking shit. Like, if they came to him, like with a Brock deal, to show him respect, I think he probably would come back.
How old is CM Punk now?
He 40, 41, 40? As you can tell, he's still in good shape because he still work out. He still do all that shit.
You sure he ain't older than that? I would think he's older than that, about 43.
Shit, I think Cena 43.
Well, because Punk had a year on Cena.
I don't know. Somebody look that shit up.
Remember when we was looking that shit up? I think Punk had a year on Cena.
Hold on. I got my computer right here. Let's see.
I know CM Punk wouldn't do no stupid shit like go to AEW. I know he wouldn't do that. The only way I think he would even go to AEW is probably to be a commentator on the table, where they take that guy with the mask off of there. And then, like, what is this news about Don Callis?
He 40. CM Punk 42. He'll be 43 in October.
Okay, well, see, we was close.
See, and then Ray Money on here says Cena's 44. So
why in the hell did we have Punk older? I remember us looking that shit up. Like
I knew they was close
ago.
in age. I knew Cena was older, but I knew they was close in age.
You got to give John Cena credit too. He got his hands in everything right now. This motherfucker even doing voice fucking shit on these commercials, selling trucks with his voice.
They all doing different shit. It's like that's the shit that WWE was worried about. Even with CM Punk, when you see somebody got the crowd like that, they can wherever they do, people will follow. And it's just like with Johnny, good or bad.
Damn, they got Rachel Nichols working late tonight.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man. Like, I just feel like with CM Punk, he could come back for the shock value, but it would definitely have to be like Edge, like what you was talking about. It would have to be like what Edge is doing, where you probably only see him 3 times a year. You know,
I can't fucking hear.
But then, honestly, to me, CM Punk would probably be a great fucking agent. Like, he'd be a great guy to book these matches and run these stories. You know, because he was already doing it. He was doing it with the Straight Edge Society and all that shit already. You know, they gave him complete autonomy, and he turned chicken shit into chicken salad just like that. I mean, honestly, case in point, Luke Gallows doesn't even get a job if it's not for the Straight Edge Society. You know, because that one match with The Undertaker was all sweet and dandy. So Luke Gallows doesn't even have a job today if it wasn't for the work that he did with the Straight Edge Society. And it's the same thing with fucking Serena Deeb, too. You know, as she's fucking working in NWA, if she wouldn't have been stealing fucking deodorant at Walmart, she probably would have stuck around a lot longer. You know, but, oh shit, the Lakers done fucked around and took the lead. 81-79. Shit. But anyway, I want to say shouts out to Corey Kluber for throwing that no-hitter tonight, too, for the Yankees. Goddamn right. Shit, we need to get our people back from injury, and it's going to be on and cracking. But what was I going to say next? I don't know if you touched on it or not, but you got to talk about those people that got released today. All them people that got released, all them issues with that NXT referee that I guess he an undercover conservative or something. He has a Republican or a conservative point of view, and he was like tripping out. You know, they try to say he a racist. I don't know what the guy is. You know, I just feel like why couldn't he just do his job and be a fucking referee? You know, your job ain't that fucking far-fetched to do, man. They fired him. They fired Jessica Madu. They fired Vanessa Bourne. They fired the Indian broad. I can't even pronounce her name. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, they let fucking Alexander Wolf go too. I thought fucking Alexander Wolf was gonna go back to NXT UK, but apparently not. You know. So shit. Drake Younger. Who the fuck is Drake Younger, Ray Money? Undercover QAnon supporter is what his issue was. Oh, is that fucking referee? Well, you know what? If that's your fucking preference, then that's fine. But, I mean, you coming and trying to put that shit off on people at work is stupid. You know? Like, we all know that shit. We all fucking work. Like, you can't go to your job putting your religious beliefs off on people, and you can't be putting your political beliefs off on people. You know, you just can't do that. You better keep that shit to yourself. Now, look, who the fuck gonna hire him as a referee? After the shit that he just got accused of, you think Tony Khan's gonna touch him? No. Do you think fucking Impact's gonna touch him? No. He's gonna fuck around and be a referee out here fucking next to fucking Bath and Body Works and shit. That's what's gonna wind up happening to his ass. And he gonna have to collect the shopping carts, nigga, when the show is over. Shit. I don't understand that shit, bro. Like you already like that's a great opportunity to be a referee in the first place. Like it's hard for people to come in and become referees. They make wrestlers referees when they don't want to be, you know, and that just doesn't make sense. Exactly, and he was pushing it on people to the point where the whole roster was going to beat his ass. I heard about that too. I didn't know who that black dude was, the one that looks like fucking DK Metcalf, but he got released too. You know, you can get frustrated with it, but you ain't never supposed to lose your cool where you want to beat up somebody. Because you got to understand, down at the NXT level, everybody's paying attention to you, you know? And if you want to make it on the main roster, man, you got to be a professional. And I know that's hard to do. Like sometimes people just flip out and sometimes people flip out and you just want to fuck somebody up. But when you on the developmental level, you got to really keep that shit together. And I think that's why they let that dude go too, because he wanted to fight the dude. He wanted to fight the referee for his political beliefs.
So red, it was bleeding. Like if your teeth bleed, that's a sign of gingivitis. Your teeth shouldn't.
Let me see.
Randy with the slow typing skills.
Becoming a senior ref. I don't know if he was going to ever make it a senior ref status, but he definitely was a senior ref on NXT, you know. But shit. Well, that was like old LeBron right there. He got that sunroof open. But shit. He ain't nothing like himself. You can tell he out there playing in pain. And he don't need no money. He might as well think about just wrapping it up, man. It's been a hell of a career. You go down, top 5 all time. Call it a day, man. Shit. You ain't got. If I'm LeBron, like my question is like, if you LeBron, what else do you have to prove? You won championships with 3 different teams. What else do you have to prove? You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You're already a agent, a fucking a movie maker. Like you got so many other things going on. Why are you out here killing yourself on the court still? You don't need that fucking money. You gonna be fucking LeBron going, damn, that nigga just took a hell of a charge too. Look, Anthony Davis wanna get on top of him. They're gonna start dry humping each other right here in this fucking game. God damn, this is today's NBA. Niggas like Charles Oakley sitting at home like, these bitches. This nigga gonna fall on him and get hurt his damn self, because we all know all you gotta do is fucking throw a wet fart in Anthony Davis and he's gone for 3 or 4 months. Shit. They just don't make NBA players like they used to. But anyway, the thing is, I'm looking at Raw and I'm looking at SmackDown, and you got 2 great champions, but you ain't got no challengers for these guys. I mean, legitimately, who is Bobby Lashley's next challenger? We're already done with the Braun Strowman. We're already done with the Drew McIntyre. Are you going to send Randy Orton back up to him? Is AJ Styles going to stop doing the tag team stuff to go up to him? Because if not, I mean, we're running out of challengers on Monday Night Raw. And then when you look on SmackDown with Roman Reigns, he's doing such a great job as a heel, he's running out of challengers. Obviously, it looks like him and Seth Rollins might be on a crash course for SummerSlam, but they're running parallel to each other, and you got 3 months of business that you got to do before you even get to August. So it makes you wonder. Raymond Darby Allin apparently. Yeah, I see Kofi. He got in that little spot there, but Kofi Kingston is just like Kofi Kingston to Bobby Lashley is the same exact thing as Cesaro to Roman. They're not gonna win, and they're not. They're filling the space, doing time, but those are not legit challengers for these champions that you got. You've made these champions too big. And now you got to have the shock value. Like, I don't understand why Adam Cole is still in NXT. Adam Cole has no business being in NXT. He is needed on the main roster, sliding right into a main spot right away. And let's be honest, bro. If The Miz if they say the Miz might have torn his ACL on Monday, if he did tear his ACL, that's the only way they're going to stop fucking Damian Priest from working with him. Fuck. He's been strapped to Damian Priest since fucking December. It's like, god damn. And Ray Money, you know that damn Money in the Bank is a joke, man. Shit, Money in the Bank is a joke just like 911 now. That shit, they done totally fucked off the whole Money in the Bank concept. And who was that said Big E? Jay Gautier. I like Big E too, and Big E would be the obvious choice, but they still got him fucking off at the mid card level. You know, I don't know what that's about, but you would think that Big E would be making the transition up to the top. And we already know he can work with Roman, you know, because they did it when the Wyatt family went against the Shield and when the New Day went against the Shield, you know, you knew it, you know. I didn't get to see that whole zombie thing. I was still at work. I didn't make it back, but they said the Miz tore his ACL with that shit. And that's crazy. And Danny Phantom, man, what the fuck? Like, you look at John Morrison. John Morrison was a main event wrestler, and he's come over, and he's now Santino Marella. The drip drip. That's all he is, man. Like, that's all it is he's totally not taken seriously anymore, and he's wasting his best years, doing that. You know, like, that fucking Sister Act fucking beehive that nigga be wearing, I don't know what's up with that either. But you would think that WWE would recognize, like, hey, I probably shouldn't have let Samoa Joe go because Samoa Joe would have been a great opponent for either Lashley or Roman. That's another main event wrestler that you had that was just waiting to fucking rehab and make his way back. They let him go. You know, I can't imagine who's going to fill these spaces for the next few months. You know, these champions only look as strong as the people that they fucking feud with, that they only beat. You know, it makes no sense, you know. Pairing AJ up with a Moss right now is a big fucking waste because, you know, AJ Styles should be main eventing again right fucking now. And Ray Money, I don't know what's going on with the Fiend Bray Wyatt, but there's something going on mentally with him. You
I
know,
think they
he's
said he really taking Luke Harper. Him and Luke Harper was close, and he taking his death hard.
You know, I understand that, Randy, but they just don't pass out main event slots like this at, you know, they don't normally just, you know, hold slots for people like him. You know, and he should have been thankful that they let him come back at WrestleMania against Orton. I'm sorry. You got to get over fucking this Luke Harper thing, and you got to mourn, you know, in your own time or whatever. Lay on JoJo's ass and talk about it with her and just have more sex with her and take showers with her. Nigga, you can get over it. But you may not ever get your spot back because when Vince starts feeling like he can't depend on you, that's your ass. You done.
But so you got to think about this. It's like, okay, he come back to a spot of what? Doing what? Him jobbing the Orton all the fucking time? Him jobbing somebody else?
Let's be honest. If his ass wasn't ready to go back home, if he didn't tell them that he wasn't ready to come back, he probably was going to beat Orton, and he was probably scheduled to go up against Bobby Lashley now. You know the plan wasn't Kofi Kingston to go back into this main event spot with Bobby Lashley. It was probably supposed to be The Fiend. But he's depressed, so he's at home. And they don't fucking save spots like that for you, whether you do have mental issues or not. And I'm not taking it lightly because mental issues is some serious shit. But Mr. Man is looking for somebody that he can depend on to stay consistent and work 300 fucking days a year, and the Fiend can't do it. He may not ever get another shot to go back up, Randy. And you know what, Danny Phantom? I was just talking to Randy about this shit yesterday. If this bitch Eva Marie come back out here and she be just as horrible as she was when she left, that's going to be WWE. They going to get a fucking demerit for that bullshit. Because I can just see it now. It's like that second Gail Kim run. Ultimate trash. What the fuck has she done since she been gone to tell you that she's ready to come back and dominate women's wrestling? What has she done? I haven't seen her wrestle nowhere else. Have you? You haven't, have you? He must still can't hear me. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, dude. That was some
No,
dumb
she,
shit.
no, she ain't did shit to fucking. But I guess
She
they
didn't
want to
go
make
to
a
she
Monster
didn't go
Hill.
to NWA. She
They
didn't go
want
to
to make a
Ring of
Monster
Honor.
Hill.
She didn't go nowhere. But all of a sudden, they're creating vignettes for her and bringing her back. You know, like dude, I'm failing here. Maybe they need another motherfucker for Total Divas. I don't know.
I think they want to make a Monster Hill. She gonna be their Monster
Oh,
Hill.
and let me just talk since we're talking about the Fiend. What the fuck? What is this shit with Alexa Bliss? You know, like how long are they gonna have her sitting on a swing, fucking not doing a goddamn thing? See, what's not being talked about is also with the Fiend staying home is fucking up her shit because she was probably supposed to have a lot of shit going on with his ass, and now that he ain't there, she's trying to do this fucking psychotic shit by herself. And it's not working. It's stupid, actually. Her interrupting matches with bitches that she can't wrestle with. You know, calling yourself. How you gonna spook Rhea Ripley, nigga? How you gonna spook Charlotte? They ain't scared
Yeah,
of you.
that don't make no sense.
Asuka don't even acknowledge you as being scared of you. Like Tamina and them was trying not to laugh at her ass on Monday. Like, let that shit go. You know, obviously we don't know when Bray Wyatt's gonna make it back, if he makes it back. Then just let this shit go and go back to being yourself. But you know what? I don't think she's physically fit to do it no more, Randy. Because they probably would have had her wrestling by now. She's probably not physically able to do it no more. Ronda probably ended her career.
Yeah, yeah. I think Ronda Rousey really fucked her up. You know.
Yeah. Sammy, where can she go in that ring to go buy popcorn? Where can she go in that ring? Alexa Bliss wasn't shit for like 2 years before she got hurt. She had a couple of good showings when she was on SmackDown, and that was it. Because that last championship run, I didn't see it from her. In fact, a lot of the ladies are lacking right now, if you ask me. I mean, shit. I don't know. Charlotte can't fucking wrestle everybody. Bayley can't wrestle everybody. Bianca Belair can't wrestle everybody. You know, and try to make everybody good. Sasha Banks must be on vacation.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean, she did get the shit whipped out of her with that damn hair.
yeah. And then Becky Lynch's return is imminent at some point. It's going to be coming, you know. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's looking a little lackluster if you ask me. You know, what do you think is the part that, what do you think is part of that Diamond Crew group on NXT? What Diamond Crew group?
They keep talking about the Diamond Crew group. I thought it
Oh,
might be Tessa Blanchard because she
I
used the
missed,
diamond.
I
Then
missed
I'm
it.
thinking it might be that kid that looked like Brock Lesnar, that young kid.
No, I totally missed it this week. What do you think of that? What do you think about that new crew with fucking Rod Strickland or Shane Strickland?
I don't know. They might be the next jobber 2000, but they
I
they gotta
think because
they gotta fucking do something.
I think the big dude in the group is better doing the WWE's Most Treasures. I don't. I like him as a host. I don't think that he should be out there trying to work. And you know the crazy thing is Shane Strickland is a hell of a fucking wrestler. Dude is cold legit.
I
But
mean, especially if you can
you give him
remember
this
all the shit he
dumbass
did
fake
in
ass
Lucha
money gimmick,
Underground.
it's not gonna work.
All the shit he did in Lucha Underground. I mean, his
Dude,
kill
dude
shot, he was pretty good.
yeah, dude is a legit wrestler, bro. Like hands down. I mean, we don't know what Brianna Brandy can do. She's nice to look at, but we don't know exactly the extent of her expertise either. You know, so shit. I don't know, man. I think that group was put together. I don't understand. You tear down the Hurt Business and you put this other group up here. I don't even know the name of their group. The Hit Squad, I think it is, or something like that. Four
I think
brothers.
it's Hit Row. Hit Row. I guess it's supposed to be a play on Death Row.
Right, so it's supposed to be like Death Row. but the nigga playing Suge Knight is better at searching people's memorabilia on fucking biography. But yeah, he's legit, man. And I don't know. And that other guy's really good too. The other black dude that they gave that dorky name to, fucking what is that dude? The black dude's name. He been feuding with fucking Strickland this whole time. What's his name? Adam Bum or something like that, or
You talking about Leon Ruff?
Leon Ruff. There you go. Well, they sure do know how to get a brother some fucked up names, don't they? You gonna be Leon Ruff, like fucking rough, like Dennis the Menace's dog and shit. Fuck. Anyway, that guy is really good too. He a little skinny, on the skinny side, but that dude is really good too. And shit, I know you don't like Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, the new North American champion. I
I
just
don't think
don't
you'll have
know.
it long.
My only thing with Bronson Reed, it feels like he was gonna fucking just keep getting a title shot every time he lost until he fucking won the belt. You
Yeah,
know, it's like, goddamn, he must have lost like fucking 4 pay-per-views in a row, and all of a sudden, you know,
they put him in the cage, and he's
yeah, and
super
then
tsunami.
he wins the match, but Gargano done beat your ass like 4 times already. It's like, I don't know why the fuck he kept getting the fucking nod back and forth. You got Dexter Lumis sitting over here who needs to fucking get a fucking push before he's fucking too old and can't fucking do it no more.
Hey, and let's don't forget about L.A. Knight.
Yeah, fucking LA Gear or LA Knight. Like, him too. Like, this dude came in on a fucking house of fire and was just
They just
fucking
pouring
walking
water
the
on him.
walk, talking the talk, doing everything that a person should do in his spot. You know, and you know, he doesn't have a lot of time left either. A lot of these guys in their late 30s already, man, trying to make
Yeah,
a push at this thing. You
I
know?
mean, because you look at Eli Drake or L.A. Knight, like he could go, he can talk,
Yeah.
he can go, he can
Yeah.
fucking got the look, he got the whole goddamn thing.
Yep. He sure does. It's like, it's sad because, like, you know, they was probably thinking like British Knights and LA Gear, and they just put this motherfucking name together. It's a damn shame. I mean, fuck. If you ain't got no more names or no more storylines for people, open that shit up to us, man. Open that shit up to the fans. Give us a fucking blog or something we can put some names on there to help you. Shit. You get tired of seeing people with some of these dumbass names.
Hell,
And
if they
then
wanted to,
they don't even
they could have gave him Eli Knight.
bro.
Either or.
Bro, they don't even, and then they don't even keep the fucking names. Like LA Knight, let's be honest, he goes to the main roster, he's just gonna be called Knight Rider or something. You know? They're gonna fucking change his name, fuck his music up. They're gonna fucking destroy him like they did Keith Lee. It's gonna be the same fucking thing. And that's another guy. Where the fuck is Keith Lee? Because Keith Lee
That's
could
a
be in
good
a main
question.
spot with Lashley right now. He's another one that they probably depended on that ain't around. And yeah, Jose, I'm watching this shit. Anthony Davis too damn big to be flopping out there. It makes no sense, and they draining threes. Then they got back in the game. It's a 1 point lead, Randy. It's a good game. It's a good game down to the wire.
So Lakers fighting for their damn lives.
No, because if they lose, they're gonna play Memphis for that last spot. So whoever loses, this ain't out yet. So the Spurs got eliminated. Fucking Greg Popovich was out there looking like Jessica Tandy and fucking driving Miss Daisy tonight.
That's fucked up.
Who the fuck told that nigga to get that long ass hair? Looked like he was just waiting for Morgan Freeman to feed him that sweet potato pie. Anyway, um, shit. What else do we need to touch on? We touched on the releases. Well, you wasn't mic'd up when we was talking about the releases. We was talking about the referee and Jessica Maduke and Vanessa Bourne and the black dude that tried to knock out
Yeah,
the
Vanessa
referee
Bourne, she fine.
and fucking Alexander Wolf got let go and
Yeah,
fucking
Wolf pretty good.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. I must have missed the storyline where they kicked him out of Imperium. Did they do that on TV?
That happened last night.
Okay.
It happened last night. They beat him down last night.
Okay. Because I knew it was coming, but I thought they was gonna reunite him with what's his name, the big Irish dude. I thought they were
No,
supposed to
because
be united because
they got him
they had it
fighting
where
with that
those
little
guys
shit.
weren't. Well, they had it where those guys weren't even touching or trying to help. You know, they weren't trying to hurt each other at all, storyline wise. So I thought that they were going to put him back together with the dude from Sanity, and that was another great concept that they just fucking ripped apart for no
Yeah,
reason.
they fucked that one up.
Sanity was real fucking good, dude. It was like fucking what's his name? What's his fucking name? Eric Walcott. No, not Eric Walcott.
Eric Young.
Eric Young. It was like his third win, and they was hard at Sanity, even with the Brock, Killian Dane. There you go, Killian Dane. You know, they was hard. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, you can tell, man. I think LeBron might retire after this season. He don't look good, man. He don't look nothing near himself. He still got 18 points though. He's still balling.
What quarter is it in?
Oh, it's about to be over. It's only 2 minutes and 55 left. Golden State up by 3.
But see, for LeBron, that's a shitty game.
It's a shitty game, bro, but you can't ask him to do much more than that. I mean, he basically out here playing on one leg. You got Alex Caruso, this fucking Billy Hoyle motherfucker. This motherfucker breaks a fucking 3-pointer off the corner of the goddamn glass. Like, you playing the NBA, bro. Like, that's some shit we gonna see at fucking, the park over there by Little Mountain and shit. Well, I tell you, man, sometimes it's hard to watch today's NBA. It's fucking terrible, man.
I mean, you got to remember, for our ages, we used to seeing wars with the Knicks and the Bulls, the Knicks with Pacers with the Bulls. Like, used to seeing good shit like that.
Shit, Spurs Lakers for a long time. Spurs Kings. Just wars where it was going 7. And it was going to come down to the last shot. I don't know why the Celtics wanted to win that damn game against the Wizards. That was so stupid to me. Hey, let's go fucking get our asses kicked by Brooklyn.
Just so they could say they try hard. That's what it was.
But see, that's stupid because you could have lost that game and you could have beat Indiana tomorrow, and then you could have played the 76ers in the first round. Probably going to lose too, but you're not going to get embarrassed as bad as you're about to get embarrassed by Brooklyn. Because now all of a sudden everybody's healthy, which we already knew that shit was going to happen. All of a sudden, all the dick riders are healthy. They don't have to play regular seasons, but then they fucking get their punk asses up for the playoffs. And I'm sorry, if I'm these owners, I'm cutting their salary. Your job is to fucking play all year, motherfucker. Like, motherfuckers pay good money to see you bitches out here doing whatever the fuck it is you call yourself doing. You don't fucking look. LeBron on the floor again, dog. He on the floor again, dog. That's it. He's dead. Get the body.
It gets to the point where you need to take him back, like how they did old Yeller, and put him down.
Yeah, it's time for Undertaker. It's time for Shawn Michaels to kick Ric Flair again, nigga. Like, I mean, it's sad. You have to have Steph Curry tell him, "I'm sorry, I love you," and drain that 3 right in his face, nigga, and send him home.
But see,
Draymond Green fouled the fuck
they
out
trying
of
to do
him.
the same.
That's what happened.
You saw that like last week when Young Bucks was going against Kazarian and what's his name? They did that fake ass Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And kicked them old punk asses.
You know what I don't understand about the Young Bucks? Until you get it done on the main level, you can't call yourself the best. You can't. It's like the same thing we've been talking about for the longest time. If you don't go headline WrestleMania at least once in your career, if you don't work with the fucking Usos, who I think is the best tag team, if you don't work with the fucking New Day, who is also one of the best tag teams, you can't call yourself the best fucking tag team. Because these tag teams that you're working with over in AEW doesn't tell me that. Although, like I said, the Varsity Blondes did have a good look. They remind me of the Rockers, but they still very young in their careers. And they look good right now. But the Bucks, I'm sorry, bro. We're not going to sit here and call these guys legendary and all this bullshit. You got to be able to work with everybody. Point blank, period.
They still trying to ride off that New Japan / Ring of Honor. Shit, you can't even say.
The problem
they still trying to live off that shit.
the problem is it's not the same performance that you see in AEW though.
Nah.
That goes for Omega. That goes for all these guys. You are not getting the same effort that you got from
But
them
see,
when they were in Japan.
you got to remember, this the difference, and people forget this shit. Over in Japan, they had limited schedules. They only worked so much, and then that was it. You know, people forget about that fundamental fucking part. They used to see them in one big match. Oh, and they do all these fucking moves, and see the fucking Bucks. They make you hate the fucking super kick. You
Yeah,
know, they use
see the
they
thing is,
use it so fucking much.
but see the thing is though, Randy, they don't work a lot in AEW like that. This is the first time in a while that I've seen them in consecutive weeks working. Omega sure as fuck doesn't work. You know? So, I mean, even with that, I'm thinking when you guys have your big show, you need to get up for it. Like you need to be up for it. You know, you're the best in the world. You're the self-proclaimed champion. You got to get up for that fucking shit, bro. Like
They don't care. You know
I
what
know,
they used to?
I
You
know
got
they
Tony
don't care.
Khan. Tony Khan giving them all that fucking money.
Hey, I know they don't care, you know, and I'm happy for them having their own company and stuff, but don't call yourself the best. And Dave Meltzer, he should have some respect for himself. You can't call them the best, bro. You can't. They haven't shown you they're the best. They haven't sold out major arenas yet. You can't call them the best.
You see,
You
the
can't.
problem is Meltzer been on his knees for so long and taking hand jobs and payouts. You know,
He definitely getting paid off to say that all the AEW's talent and all that is just the best he's ever seen and all this. And then you give great matches from WWE, these low ranking stars. Like, obviously there is no objectivity with him. And it's too bad that there's not a rival wrestling magazine or a newsletter that could rival him. You know how like you remember like back in the 90s when Benzino started feeling some type of way about Eminem, and even though Eminem was like the hottest MC out, he
the
wouldn't
source.
give Eminem his credit. So then all of a sudden, here
The
comes
source.
Double XL being more objective, and they came the fuck up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's what wrestling needs. You know, like the Observer newsletter needs a good rival that's going to be objective to watch the same shows and give an honest perspective about what they see. You know,
But
like
see, the bad part about that, Chuck, is you got all these AEW people. They tell WWE fans, "Oh, you're marks and all this shit," and they can't face the truth. You got Chris Jericho falling 20 feet high into a sleep number fucking bed on the fucking ground with cardboard.
and
And
really
then,
Jericho shouldn't be taking bumps like that no more.
not
You
only
know,
that,
he's at the age where
they're
he's at the
so
stage in
fucking
his career where he
sloppy.
don't have to do that no more.
They so fucking sloppy. You got them showing on the fucking they blade themselves.
I don't know. Like instead of having the Young Bucks going against the fucking Revival right now, which should be your championship shit, you know, they got these guys doing other shit. Like why are they both heels? That makes no fucking sense to me. Those two teams should be going head up with each other and putting on instant classics. You know, like
But you
let's
see,
be honest.
you got to
Let's be
remember,
honest.
this a company they want everybody to be friends. This is the people's company. We want to do this. But tell me something. If you sit here, ask yourself, who have they made over in AEW?
I don't know.
What you gonna give
I
me?
don't
Darby
know.
Shaw?
I don't know
You gonna
because
give me his ass?
like the closest I can say is Darby Allin. You know, because that's pretty much it. Like Darby Allin, maybe Orange
Cassidy?
Cassidy,
But shit,
and
you got this poor bastard getting knocked out for real in the fucking ring.
well, he wants to fucking get knocked out for real. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. You know, but you got him damn near being the number one contender. How are you selling a pay per view and you're gonna have Omega go against Orange Cassidy? That makes no sense.
It's not only Orange Cassidy,
Whoa, what a shot.
he going against Pac.
Yeah, I know. Two guys that heavyweight just doesn't resonate with.
None
It
of
just
them.
it just doesn't resonate with. But I guess it's okay, to have Jack Swagger just sitting there being an accessory piece. Obviously he doesn't want to be a main event wrestler anymore. Brian Cage is consumed with the fucking TNT title, and Lakers about to run away with this game.
Oh. But see, the thing about it is, Jack Swagger ain't even involved in nothing. He taking a paycheck because from time to time he want to do MMA. Then you got fucking what you said Brian Cage. He's not even in the TNT hunt.
No, because he's holding the FTW title.
He's
You
not
know,
in the TNT, he's not even the TNT hunt because right now it's Miro and it's finna be the fucking Murder Hawk. It's gonna be them two.
yeah, yeah.
But see,
All
this
right.
this the problem, Hoss. You got the WWE living rent free in them niggas' heads because they can't help but to talk about the WWE at every turn instead of worrying about their fucking business, worry about getting better. Try having a show without botches. Try having a show without fucking up.
They
You know?
should try to bring those botches down to a minimum because some of them are so bad that it's just not right. What a shot though. That was a great shot by LeBron. He
What's
gonna
up,
probably need a
Tornado?
wheelchair. He gonna need a wheelchair to get back to his car after this game is over. But he sure did put it all out there right there.
But you see, Hoss, the fucking problem with all that shit is that playing shit, they playing their hearts out to get ready to line up to get dick smacked by the next motherfuckers.
Well, I think if the Lakers win this, they're gonna play the Suns first. And then
Shit, let's be honest. Can you honestly say they can beat the Suns at that fucking team right now?
see, we gonna find out because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's gonna be some complete and utter bullshit if the Lakers go up here and beat the shit out of the Suns. Then I don't want to hear no more shit about the Suns. I don't want to hear shit else about Monty Brown being the goddamn coach of the year. I don't want to hear none of that shit. If they
I don't
fucking
want to
take
hear shit
their
about
asses
Chris
up here,
Paul. I don't want to hear
if
shit
they
about Chris Paul.
nigga, if they take their ass up here and the Lakers fucking run through their ass, then I don't want to hear shit else about no goddamn Suns. To me, they're gonna be the same fucking Suns from 2007 when they
No
fucking did
shit.
all this shit with fucking D'Antoni and
No
goddamn Steve
shit from
Nash.
Chris Paul. I don't want to hear about Chris Paul's an MVP or he should be considered. I don't want to hear none of it. None
If
of it.
they don't fucking, that's true. If they don't fucking do it now, because the Lakers just won, so the Lakers gonna get the Suns first, and Golden State's got to play Memphis Friday to see who's gonna play Utah first. But yeah, I'm sorry. To me, this is a Laker team that the Suns should be able to beat. And if they don't at least put up an effort, then all that regular season shit is for nothing. It'll be for fucking nothing at all, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you
You
something.
know, because they're not looking good, dude. They're not
They're
last year's
beat up.
champions right now.
See, they lucked up last year with the pandemic
And
because
if
they
you're
got
gonna beat
all
them,
that rest.
you got to beat them now. Because that's all they need is to fucking start this fucking momentum shit, and then that's everybody's ass in the West.
But see, the problem with all that shit is it's other teams that got more. They got more depth. And see
They
where the
do.
Lakers go get got. I mean, shit. You got what's going on with their point guard? What's going on with
He
Schroeder?
played. He played tonight. He started tonight.
But
All
he
of a
been
sudden he
beat up.
was.
He been beat up too. That whole team is
Hey,
damn near
all of
beat.
a sudden, he was COVID free tonight. He was on the floor tonight. You know, like I said, I think a lot of that shit these
Hey,
niggas be faking. They
one
be
one of the
faking and shit,
one
so
of the
they ain't got to
models.
fucking work.
One of the models from that Bobby Lashley. She just threw up all the hearts she's on right now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man.
Hello.
I missed that. I missed that. I missed that opening segment too, but I heard it was pretty good. I like the fact that, see, you look at somebody like Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley walks, talks, acts, conducts himself like a champion, and like a real champion. He's not Bojangling that fucking shit out there dancing and singing and all that stuff that they try to make the brothers do all the time. Like, he looked like a real legit badass champion. And that's why I was telling you, Randy, WWE got to line up more challengers to make his title reign mean something. Instead of having AJ Styles messing around with Amos when Amos ain't even ready to do this, AJ should be dealing with Lashley right now. You know, that's a hell of a match. You know? Like, I don't know. I just LeBron hit one shot at the end of the damn game, and all of a sudden he's back. Come
Congrats
on.
on your segment. That's true. Valeria, congratulations on your segment. It was one of the best segments I've seen in a long time. Facts.
Yeah, I was still working, man. I was still working. I missed it.
That's why we have TiVo or
Yeah,
DVR.
yeah, I know, but I had other stuff being recorded too at the same time, and it messed up. But
Well, you probably can catch the tape. She just said it's on Hulu. There you go.
yeah, Hulu's a trash app, though. I'll tell you.
Jesus Christ.
Seem like every time you turn around, that shit's freezing more than a fucking computer back in the 80s.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta up your internet.
Randy, it ain't got nothing to do with the internet. I got HBO Max. HBO Max works just fine. Netflix works just fine.
It's certain things.
Tubi works just fine.
Hey,
everything works fine.
I'm telling you, since this pandemic, good night, and thank you for your support. You're welcome. You got to sit here and realize when the whole pandemic, everybody using the internet. So you got to up your speed.
Yeah.
Shit, because during this, I be doing the union work on the side, and we be having all these Zoom calls. It's like I had to up the internet. It wasn't enough. Like if you notice,
honestly, I don't know if it's our TV. Honestly, bro, I don't know if it's our TV, or I don't know if it's the TV or what. That damn Hulu app it don't work for shit, dude. Like, it's always freezing, but everything else works just fine. Peacock works just fine. Honestly, my HBO Max Jose works just fine.
Hey,
for me, it's Hulu. Hulu runs like shit.
I'm sitting there telling you, it's the speed of your internet. Because you got to remember this too. Because I was talking to some people from the internet company, and they were sitting there saying, like, your stuff, everything you got clicked onto your house, it runs. So say like you and Melissa's phones, if you got laptops, it all clips on. Even if it's not running, you have to cut it completely off. So
yeah,
everything grabs on. If you got the TV, the cable, all that shit, everything clips on, and that could slow your shit down. The only way you gonna have it if you got a higher fucking speed to sit there that could take that shit.
Well, shit, we already got that higher speed shit going because when Melissa was working at home and doing that shit, we upped the internet. And the internet is faster, but I'm telling you, I think it's just that stupid app. It don't work good at my mom's house either.
It's certain things. There's certain things that's good on Hulu. Chuck still don't want Spectrum.
I'm still fighting it, bro. I'm still fighting it to the death.
Who you got?
I got Frontier.
That's your problem right there.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was trying to avoid it.
You still got bitch Tier.
Yeah, they got Linda Cole working late tonight too. What's really going on tonight? They got all the goodies. They got all the old goodies working tonight.
All these people.
Hannah Storm did the halftime show. Rachel Nichols is still working. They got Linda Cole out here.
Kenny Mayne just left. He was there damn near 30 years. He's out.
Yeah, but Kenny Mayne was a morning guy.
What I'm saying is, you gonna see people really shift around when they lose people. That's why I said I don't have no problem with who.
And you know what?
I'm still using the AOL disc.
I thought Scott Van Pelt would be on right now.
Yeah. Hey, Jose, when I had them, see, it was like this. I was cool. We had Verizon, the home internet. Then Verizon sold out the bitch tier. And then it all went to shit. I'm just telling you.
Net Zero. I remember Net Zero was supposed to be the lick because it was only like $9 a month. But we were paying for that America Online 56K dial up and net zero is supposed to be like $9. That shit never worked. Oh man. I think I missed out on some broads because my internet was so slow back then. Back when we was doing the instant messenger ASL shit and I was lying and telling people I was from Detroit.
You know, I had to realize something. For a second, when the Raw lady came on here, it almost felt like old times when we used to have famous motherfuckers coming in watching the show. You know, it almost felt like old times. I remember the British Bulldog son used to be on here, JTG. That was the glory days when we was up to 20-some thousand motherfuckers.
They're not gonna let us ever have no real followers because we ain't showing no ass and titties on the show. Let's be honest, they ain't gonna never let us get that high. Shit.
Hey,
I really don't
what we
care.
gotta do?
Honestly, I really don't care. I like the group we got right now, where nobody gets offended and we can say whatever the fuck we want. Because
Hey,
when you get all big and shit, then you got to worrying about people's feelings and shit. Right now,
you
we can
know,
be like, fuck your feelings, and it's all good.
the only way we gonna get up, we gotta get somebody famous. One fucking person famous to say something. And shit, did you think about we had controversial shit where it was like the girl that got raped by Enzo? She was on here, you know, that was good old glory day shit. Hey, you remember when Brandy came after me?
Oh, yeah, Brandy Rhodes, yeah. Well, I was really offended by that.
That was the good old days. But I pissed off Brandy Rose.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it.
Didn't she say? Didn't she say something like? Didn't she say something like we needed to have like more class and take
It
the
was
high
some other
road?
line.
And
Yeah.
then she went and wrestled the sorriest match I ever saw in my life.
Hey, I should have said she should have ran and told her husband, come on here. Lead her welcome.
You don't want that verbal smoke. We'll destroy him. I don't care how famous you are, motherfucker. The truth is the truth. You
Yeah.
sitting up here pussy pandering with this fucking company. Now you're gonna have this weigh-in with this fucking nobody that nobody fucking understands or knows about. It makes no fucking sense.
First off, Jose, I didn't bitch down to Brandy.
Facts are facts.
I made our point. I just didn't go hard after her. Maybe I should have. But then I was still thinking, like, on the other hand, hey, bitch might got some power. I was trying to
She ain't got no fucking power to do nothing to us. They
her
don't.
husband do.
No, he don't either. He don't. We got the power. Cause we'll sue the fuck out their ass. If I trip on a fucking crack on the sidewalk, I'ma sue that motherfucker and get the money from my truck and trailer. They ain't got no fucking power. We the ones with the fucking power.
Oh my God.
They'll be paying us to leave them the fuck alone. Shit.
Hey, I was a Cody supporter, but hey, I would have told him, hey, come on.
Cut all these fucking promos and then start wrestling these shit matches. I gotta take a piss on that shit. I'll be back.
Oh my God.
You should give that nigga so much credit. Now he wrestling like a bitch.
Hey, those are the good old days. We had a lot of people in here. It was so many people used to watch live. It was live. Because then you had people coming on here expressing their concerns, feeling the same way how we felt. I mean, we got a nice little coat right now. But, you know, I mean, it would help if we got more masses. And it seemed like we get stagnant. Like, it's not going up. Chuck going to be on Larry H. Parker. Larry H. Parker got me. You know the story.
Shit,
Yeah.
you know what we need some of these bras from Instagram to come on here. Shit. We need that goddamn officially Queen Bee to be on here. That's
Hey,
what we need.
we could do some investigative journalism.
Shit. That should be dope. Have some girls come on here and shake their ass. Shit. Them fucking
Shit.
ratings that go right up. Next thing you know, we'll be doing them dumbass fucking hot dog picnics. Talking about 150K. Thanks, guys. You know?
Hey, hey, she wouldn't even have to come on there and do that shit. Because she got a following. They go see, oh, yeah, she's on with such and such. They go fucking come on.
Man, and you should see some of the people that they be on with. You talking about some losers. Like, I'm not exactly winning, but I do run my own business, and I do make six figures. This is what I don't understand. Some of these guys, they be laying in their bed and shit. They be up against their bed like this. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? How the fuck is you on somebody live like that? Like, and then they entertain that shit. But then I started thinking. It's because they're fucking paying them and shit. They're fucking paying them to be on their fucking shit, you know? That's like I told you, she jumped in my DMs and was asking me, how's your day going? I said, let's cut the shit. I'm not giving you no money. You know? Like, I just tell them straight up, man, so they don't waste their fucking time. I like your page. I like your pictures and shit. I'm not giving you none of my fucking money. I treat it like a nigga at the gas station, walk right past them.
Well, won't you be a sugar daddy?
Bullshit. I'm a diabetic, nigga. No sugar. Shit. None of that. Giving nobody no fucking money. Man, can you think, let's have a real conversation, Wrestleheads group. How can you look yourself in the mirror, right? Like, you look yourself in the mirror and you paying this bitch $25 a month to watch her wash dishes, to watch her eat hot wings and shit.
I try to tell you, they making a killing. They making a killing
to watch
on
her
their own fans.
Somebody else.
You think about it. If they get 10,000 people,
$25 a month.
Hey, some of them they doing the $10, and they got like 10,000 people. You do the math. Shit, you see these women on here. They talking about like, yeah, I just bought my house. Yeah, hey. I just got my house built from the ground up.
Hey, I don't give. Can I help you? Is there something I can help you with?
Hey, Melissa.
I guess I better lower my voice, nigga.
Apparently.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean it. I was just laughing at the other guys that be simping. You know I love you.
She gonna be like, don't get on the show and try to show your ass.
Nah, but that's real shit though, bro. You talk about some of them be $10. I don't give a fuck if it was $5. That's my motherfucking money. Like, man, why do you need to do that? They got free sites out there for you.
Because people want to see who they want to see. They got their fan favorites.
Yeah, and they all ain't got no cold cracker like fucking Jose to find the shit anyway.
Oh, Lord.
Let's be honest.
You put the man on Front Street.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Jose's ever paid for anything legit in his whole fucking life.
Damn.
Like, this nigga's always had the same shit that I've had, and I've paid full price, and he laughs at me and goes, "You just a sucker." This nigga's in fucking high school, you know.
You sucker.
Hey man, I got this. I went to the store and bought this. Jose would be like, "Man, I had that shit 2 weeks ago," and don't pay a dime for it. Like, I don't know. Some people just got the hookup, and I don't. My hookup is him. Damn, they even got old ass Tim Legler out here looking like the late great Charles Grodin. Rest in peace.
Pierre on that HBO special paid $24 for some head and ass. I'm done.
Oh yeah, on that Hookers and Johns Trick or Treat. Honestly, I think he got it for free. I think he got it for free because I think he worked for HBO. Because remember when we saw that Winky Wright fight, Pierre was in the ring after the fight. You could only get in there if you worked for HBO. Period. Mm-hmm. That was back when HBO had boxing. They should consider bringing that shit back, man.
Yeah, they kicked Jim Lampley ass and all the motherfuckers off.
Yeah. Like HBO pay-per-view was better, I think, than Showtime. But Showtime's like all we got now. And then you got ESPN Top Rank.
They got that new shit, that Dazin, whatever the fuck they call that shit. They got that shit.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that one.
Ray Money. Oh, Lord, I'm watching Robot Chicken, and they got Hulk Hogan speaking as a monster truck. I'm fucking done.
Man, that's one thing that they fucked up on them A&E biographies. Like, why in the fuck was Hulk Hogan on Booker T's biography? You never wanted to work with him. You never wanted to put him over. You never wanted to see him in the fucking spotlight, and all of a sudden he's on this fucking biography putting him and Stevie Ray over like they just casually ran into him at a diner.
Hey,
Yeah, it's one of those situations, Randy. And I'm going, this son of a bitch. Booker T was made because this motherfucker wanted to take the belt from Jeff Jarrett, and Vince Russo didn't fucking feel like going for it that night. Let's be honest. That's how Booker T got made. Hogan tried to fucking say, I just wanted to exercise my creative control, and I felt like beating Jeff Jarrett that night was best for the company. But you're on Booker T's biography, you asshole. He would have never got put over. He would have never got made if Vince Russo didn't tell you to get the fuck out of town. Which Hogan still made out like a madman because he sued WCW and still got paid.
facts.
I mean, shit, man. He could have put Booker T over way before this whole thing ever came about. But him, and then they had Nash. Then they had Nash also on there. I'm like, you guys never wanted to put him over. You guys didn't even want to work with him. Like, the outsiders didn't even want to work with Harlem Heat. That shit makes no sense to me. You know who should have been on there? Scott Steiner should have been on there. Because Scott Steiner put Booker T over a lot. Tag team.
Come on now. You already know the truth why they wouldn't put Scott Steiner on there. He'll be spitting too many facts and the hard truth.
But see, he was a bigger part of Booker T's career than Hogan ass was.
Oh yeah, Paul Mooney died this morning.
Paul Mooney passed. New Jack passed a few days ago.
What's his name from Midnight Run? Charles Grodin.
Charles Grodin passed.
He took a dirt nap yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to those guys, man. Like, you know, like Paul Mooney, man, he's the reason why Richard Pryor was funny. I mean, he's the reason why Eddie Murphy was funny, you know, like.
Paul Mooney used to fuck Richard Pryor.
Could we get at least 10 minutes of giving that guy some good graces before the homo shit starts? God damn.
Hey, sometimes you can't argue with the facts, fella.
I understand that. We all understand that.
Because let's be honest,
what made those guys comedic geniuses is because he was one of the best comedic ghostwriters of all time.
Pryor, and probably him, was getting the cuckoo cuckoo ran by Marlon Brando.
Oh, so disgusting.
Hey, you blame Quincy Jones?
Oh my God, nigga, they got Stephen A. Smith out here working late.
The fuck he do?
Well, he got to get his ass up early for first take.
Man,
he must be in L.A. He must be in L.A. to be on this late.
He'll do what he been doing since Skip left, air mailing the shit in.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, he must be in L.A. tonight to be working this late.
He use any excuse to go to L.A.
But
that's why he wanted the Lakers to be good.
I think this is the Connecticut studio. They're up late because L.A. is Scott Van Pelt and he's not on tonight.
But you got to remember, first take is in New York now.
That's what I'm saying. They're on the East Coast.
They've been out of Connecticut.
I know, but what I'm saying is it's still late though. That's what I'm saying.
That motherfucker, if he's on some blue screen, he in his house doing it.
Hey, that Kwame Brown, Danny Phantom, Jose was telling us about it, but he never showed us anything.
Well, somebody say something about it because I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
I want to know what's going on with it too. Because I think Kwame Brown, what can Kwame Brown really say? He was one of the biggest flops the Lakers ever had. Like I remember when Kwame Brown was in Washington, and he was real good in Washington. Then when the Lakers signed him, he was terrible.
I was gonna say I don't know Kwame Brown because you talking to two people that'll fight off the drop of the dime and known for beating people's asses.
If your woman respected you enough, she would have fucked a nigga out of town. But what she do? She fucked your teammate. God damn. What the fuck happened when that shit come? Okay, I'm gonna have to really research that shit. That's some cold shit.
No, that's that fucking Matt Barnes and fucking Derek Fisher. You don't remember?
I know that. What I'm saying is that's cold. I wonder what happened between him and Kwame Brown for Kwame Brown to start throwing this shit out there. Ray Money, he wasn't a bust in Washington. Remember when he was in Washington, he was good. I remember when that motherfucker came back from injury in Washington, they gave him a standing ovation. He came out here to the Lakers. That motherfucker wasn't worth the motherfucker to park your car for you.
Mm-mm.
So Natalie,
shit.
you in hospital today.
Crazy shit.
He wasn't the biggest bust in NBA history, though. I mean, if you got all night, we can talk about some NBA busts, starting with fucking Sam Bowie. Motherfuckers chose Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan, dog.
Hold on. You gotta know one of the biggest busts, was with the Blazers. That went to Ohio State.
Greg Oden.
There you go.
Hey, Markelle Fultz. Let's be honest, that was recent.
No, Fultz still playing and he's decent. So
Don't give me the decent shit. That nigga was a bust.
Hey, it's a big difference between being decent and being fucking pure trash.
No, you know who's a bust? That nigga that just came from Ohio State and went to the Redskins and is no longer in the NFL.
Who?
What's his name? He went to the Redskins, the quarterback. Just got drafted.
Oh, you talking about fucking what's his name? He with the Steelers now.
Oh, what's his name? Huh?
He went with the Steelers. The Steelers signed him. Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins. There you go.
He's a backup to the Ben Roethlisberger with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, he's the backup to the backup. Because remember, they signed that bum back for a year, the racist dude that Myles Garrett knocked out. They brought him back for a year.
Yeah.
So that means Dwayne Haskins is going to be on the practice squad. After being a first-round pick, that makes you a bust. Simple. I mean, we can keep going. You know, who else was a fucking bust? Fucking that motherfucker that we drafted in the second round, Marcus Lattimore. Nigga didn't even play one real snap.
Read the comment. It says Dwayne Haskins. Kwame Brown's said Barnes' lady had him jumping over a fence because another brother was in the house with her. Okay, so he was talking shit about the whole Fisher shit.
You know that.
He also said Matt Barnes.
I said that was great. I said that was bad.
Cheated on him. So
see, I can't even put this on Gloria because we knew Gloria was a hoe, but I think it was low class of Derek Fisher. Like, of all the women that you could be with.
But remember, that's not his first one. He did that shit to Tim Hardaway Jr. too.
I know. I'm saying, like,
why he was with the Knicks, he was coaching the Knicks.
Why you mess with women that's close to you like that? That's dirty, man. You know?
Hey, it's a bunch of them. Tony Parker with Britt Barry's wife. You can keep going.
Oh my God. He cheated on Eva Longoria. I never saw what Brent Barry's wife looked like, but I know she wasn't as bad as Eva Longoria.
Well, let's don't forget Mr. Clipper, fucking Paul George, who's fucking Doc Rivers' daughter, fine ass daughter, and he fucking the big center. I can't remember his name.
Roy Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert's
ruined his career. Ruined Roy Hibbert's career. He was never the same after that. I'd have shot that nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. Ain't no way, bro. I lost my career. He fucked my wife. I lost my career. I'd have shot that nigga. You would have never played another fucking ball game in your life, motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm being real with you, bro. Roy Hibbert not only lost his dignity, but lost his career.
But see, you got to remember this: in real life, it's some dudes that can sell dick brownies to a dyke on a diet.
Yeah,
and it's just the way it is.
Yep. And that's when me and my buddy Smith and Wesson would have went go look.
That's gonna be the quote of the night. Selling dick brownies to a dyke. That's on the diet.
Hey, and we also got to talk about Mongo McMichael too, man. He in bad shape.
Yeah, he got that ALS. It's horrible, man. That's one of the worst transformations. That it reminds me of Bobby Heenan. Remember when Bobby Heenan got all shriveled up like that? He had that jaw cancer.
Yeah, but Man, to see Mongo like that, man, is terrible, man. I mean, you saw Ric Flair crying, man. Like that's serious, man.
I mean, you
You
got to put
know?
all the shit away that he was a shit wrestler. I know,
Hey,
but
it
shit,
doesn't matter. It doesn't
that
matter if he
motherfucker was a
was.
Hall of Famer, and that motherfucker was great. And he
It
got
doesn't.
rings with the '85 Bears.
It doesn't matter if he was terrible or not. He's still part of our history. I mean, we'll
Yeah,
watch his botches every Monday. You know, I don't want to see him like that. You know, like
but see, the
yeah,
bad thing with that shit is, he might how bad ALS is. He might got another 3 to 5 years, and then that's gonna be it.
years. I don't know.
Because they just started hitting him. I want to say they started hitting him in the last year,
But
or so.
look how small he is, though, man. He's real small now.
I know the Bears.
I hate to
I
see
know
him
the
like that,
Bears
man.
trying to raise money for him, and everybody coming together for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be done.
Hey, some real shit. Motherfucking Mike Dicker was there, bro. That's real shit. And
Mm-hmm.
Mike Dicker, he up there too. Let's be honest. We ain't heard nothing about John Madden in a while either. Somebody need to check on him.
Yeah, I was thinking about him a couple months ago. I wonder
Yep.
how old Madden doing.
Yep. Somebody need to check on John Madden too and see if he's doing all right.
But see,
He show
the
up there.
cool the cool thing about him, when he retired on the top of his game. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad like how they brought when Pat Summerall was fucking damn near 80 or 90, and shit, he was damn near half dead. You bringing him back on the mic, trying to have him fucking say a game like, damn man, the man's old, he been retired.
Yeah.
Then the shit, it's like a little bit after that, he was dead.
Yeah.
Shit,
Summerall.
The Bears probably this
Summerall was
squad
one
give
of
him some
the
money. They take care of their own, especially with Mongo with a part of that '85 shit. The city will take care of them. People fucking is sending them money. This what people forget. When you're an icon in Chicago, that's for life, man. Because let me tell you something, Jack. You see Sweetness kids, shit, they work for news stations. They still getting paper. And Sweetness been dead 20 fucking years. Anybody, if
Damn,
you do
has
it
it
right
been
in
20 years
Chicago,
already?
yeah, he been dead a long time. I don't even think he didn't even die in the 2000s. I don't even think.
I thought he did pass in the 2000s, the early 2000s.
I'm gonna
You
look
know,
him up.
y'all really fucked him over in that Super Bowl, Randy. Fucking broke his back for y'all, and y'all let the fucking Fringe run the goddamn ball in.
Go back to fucking Dicker. Blame him. See, Ray Money said Peyton died in '99. He been dead 23
Wow.
years. That's what I
Yeah.
said. I remember he didn't even die in the 2000s.
I remember how emotional that shit was when he came out and told everybody he was sick and he was crying and he was asking everybody to pray for him. I think we all felt like that fucking, like,
Shit,
fuck.
because he was almost. I'm trying to see when he went in the Hall of Fame because he looked sick when he went in the Hall of Fame.
I just remember him coming out. I remember him coming out with that, like, you know,
Tony La Russa finna fuck around. Yeah, I didn't like that shit either. I didn't like that bitch shit La Russa pulled either.
yeah, he
Oh
shouldn't
shit,
have said,
he went in the Hall of Fame in '93.
he shouldn't have said nothing about that though. Like, what is his problem saying some shit about that? You supposed to keep your foot on the gas. What the fuck is he? What the fuck?
Because his old ass fucking figuring that, hey, I'm old school. We supposed to be old school and all that other fucking shit.
And somebody need to take him in the back and kick him in his old school balls. Your fucking
Hey,
team is the one. Your team is the fucking one dominating,
hey,
asshole.
you know what? I think with this, they're gonna fucking galvanize together and win in spite of that motherfucker.
But he got them playing real good baseball. I was just giving that motherfucker credit the other day. I
You
said I
was.
thought Tony La Russa was going to be a flop. He's got you guys playing top-notch baseball, but you can't come out and say some stupid shit like this. Like when he said that shit about Donald Trump last year.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, but real shit, we got y'all motherfuckers for a weekend series.
I got to see who start. It might be Garrett Cole starting for y'all tomorrow, or you know what? if it's for the next 3 days, what is it? Thursday, Friday, Saturday? We're not
I
going to
know
get a Sunday night game?
we got a rest day tomorrow. I don't know about y'all. We got a rest day
Oh, okay.
tomorrow.
And then we play 3 times in a row, right?
Yeah.
So Garrett Cole's probably going to do Sunday night baseball.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to be Domingo Herman Friday, and then it'll probably be Montgomery on Saturday.
Hey, we get y'all niggas out of 2 out of 3. I'll take it.
Yeah, I know you will take it, muff. I know your ass will take it, shit.
You damn right.
Nigga will take it. Y'all the hot team right now.
Hey, because I mean, we didn't play y'all last year, but every time we play y'all, it'd be some battling. It's always some battling.
Kluber threw that fucking no-hitter today. So here it is. It's 4 no-hitters. Means from Orioles threw one on the 5th. Miley threw one on the 8th. And then yesterday and today.
And you forgot my boy Rodon. He threw one like a month ago.
They were just showing the month of May. But yeah. No, yours was a hitter. He got hit in that game. He threw a shutout.
No, it was a no-hitter because it was a perfect game till he hit the nigga on his foot. It was a perfect game because you remember. And then it went to a no-hitter.
My bad. That's right.
He was 2 outs from a fucking no-hitter. I mean, from a perfect game. And then he hit the dude on the foot. We still got the outs, so it turned into a no-hitter. Plus, Giolito threw a no-hitter last year.
I'm going to be honest with you. Whenever fucking Shohei Ohtani's fucking contract is up, throw everything at that motherfucker.
Man.
That dude needs to come to New York. He needs to.
The sad thing about it is,
I hate to see these guys wasting their whole lives out here in Anaheim, and they ain't going to win shit.
He could pitch. But it's like you got to worry about that fucking, him getting hurt, hitting the ball.
Bro, he can pitch. He can hit. Like, honestly, he probably won't go to an American League team. They'll probably send him to a National League team next because that makes the most sense for someone like him. But,
it's just a matter of time. You see, you got these old codgers like Tony La Russa trying to fight it. And it's eventually in the National League, they're going to put the DH in there permanently. They saw how good it was last year when it was DHs in both leagues. It made it better. It's more. Plus, you got to remember, it's 15 more jobs too.
Yeah.
And
you
plus,
know why? Hey, Jose. You know why the Dodgers signed Pujols? Because they really ain't paying a dime for him. That's why they signed him.
Yeah, the Angels.
They got to pay a prorated piece of a vet minimum for him. The Angels still got to pay the rest.
Yeah. I mean, because you think about it, I think he's making what 20 or 30 million from the Angels,
bro.
And the Dodgers paying him what 400,000.
Hey, his first at bat for the Dodgers, he fucking hit a double RBI. They was like he already earned his money for the year.
Fucking ridiculous.
The Angels know they still had room for him. Like, what'd you do? You needed to make room for someone that's going to help your team win? Well, that shit hasn't happened yet.
See, because everybody was coming to the White Sox because La Russa there, but we don't have no room because motherfucking Mercedes been fucking raking. So it's like, where we gonna put him?
No, he wanted to stay out here, man. He probably didn't want to leave SoCal, man.
Yeah, he just spent the last 10 years out here, so you figure.
Yep. And it was kind of shitty how he got released too. He didn't even know nothing about it. They just kind of laid it on him. I'm like, it was his last year, right? Like, come on, man. They let Vladimir Guerrero with all his bad numbers play his last year. Like,
hey, let me tell you something. One thing about Vlad, no matter what, that motherfucker still hit. Yeah, that's what it was. He still was hitting shit.
Pujols can hit too, but he's having a bad year. He's pretty low this year.
He ran down. I mean, shit, you think about it. The motherfucker damn near already got almost 670 home runs, nigga. It's like, it's the end.
The end is near.
Shit, I didn't even know Walter Payton had an MVP. Shit, I was looking over his shit. 9 Pro Bowls.
Dude was a legend, man.
Yeah. I mean, shit. At least he got a ring.
Yeah. Hey, this kid John Moran is really good too.
Yeah, it's just sad he ended up in Memphis.
Memphis ain't a bad team. They just need a couple more pieces.
Them niggas ain't going nowhere.
Hey, real shit. You got this bum Valanciunas who used to didn't do shit for Toronto. He out here dunking on people. This motherfucker had like 28 points and 23 rebounds today. And this guy they got, this young kid they got, Duncan Hines, not Duncan Hines, it's something. They got another star on Memphis that's really good because I saw him tonight. This nigga was taking the Spurs to school tonight.
But the question people should be asking is this. I mean, a lot of coaches should be fired. Why Luke Walton still got a job? Because every time I see Sacramento, they got young talent. And they still, it's the 15th season in a row. Them motherfuckers ain't went to the playoffs.
Well, shit, Luke Walton.
And I mean, let's be honest,
This
Luke Walton did have a little weight case.
Was this his third year?
I think second.
Second year?
Next year
They probably give him one more, you know, and if they don't do anything with it, then he'll be out of there. But, you know, he got a raw deal from the Lakers.
See, where they fucked up at, they should have fucking Kevin Johnson, them niggas should have let them motherfuckers move to Seattle and get rechristened the fucking Supersonics and fucking went on with their life.
Yeah.
Duncan Pender Hughes.
I forgot his dude last name, but dude is real good, man.
Good old class act. I remember old girl had some nice tits.
Oh yeah, fucking class act. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about.
Shit, I seen her.
It's all about the motherfucker trying to like, rub the dust off of
that. She's still looking good.
I remember he was trying to rub the dust off her titties and shit. It's fucking horrible.
Jesus.
Yo, I did not know that Kendrick Perkins done gained 300 pounds, nigga. He up here looking like fucking, he bigger than Shaq, bro. I did not know. Check him out, bro. He looks like a lineman right now.
I thought he lost weight. Shit. It be looking like he lost weight.
He up here looking like BB King right now.
God damn.
I ain't never seen him. You turn the TV on, man.
I don't have no TV in here yet, but that's the plan. I'm gonna put a TV in the garage.
You ain't got that TV in there hooked up.
I'm gonna put a TV in the garage. I think that's the next.
Yeah, you need to, so we can be smoking and watching shit.
She needs the cornmeal to the fish to fry the fish. She got Ricky shot. That's fucked up. Ricky!
No, Ricky got shot. No, look, I got to get off of here because I got to go to sleep. But before I go, let's be honest. We're going to have a real talk real quick. Ricky got shot because he fucking ran in a straight line.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck runs in a straight line for someone to get their aim together, nigga, to blow your ass away? And let's be honest, that sawed-off shotgun wasn't even supposed to make it all the way down that alley like that.
I tore him up.
That range was too fucking accurate for as far as that car was.
Think of how it just blew his fucking guts out. Like, at worst, he could have got a couple of buckshot.
It was 3 big holes when it should have just been some pellets all over his back.
If that.
Yeah.
Because he was far.
Man, Jose, you see Kendrick Perkins? I did not know.
He looked like Kimbo Slice with a butterbean body.
Dude. Yeah,
all right, Kimbo.
He looks like, you know who he looks like? If you would have just seen him from the neck down, bro, you would have thought it was Damian Woody. And Damian Woody lost a lot of weight. You would have thought it was Damian Woody.
But you see, most of them football players, when they retire, it's just like Joe Thomas. It was just a freaky shit. Joe Thomas was so damn big. Next thing you know, you seen him. He was small as shit and cut up. You like, damn.
Same thing with Urlacher, too, right?
Urlacher wasn't fucking big like that.
But he lost a lot of weight when he retired, too.
Yeah. He lost weight, gained hair, and got more racist thoughts. And what kills me, he got a half-black kid.
Oh, he has racist thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Chicago got on his ass.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I'm like, how you have racist thoughts? You was out there battling with some of the toughest motherfuckers. and they was black. Lance Briggs and the crew.
I remember Lance Briggs.
Shit, he's still getting a paycheck from us. He be doing the pre and after in Chicago.
Oh,
That's what I tell
really?
you. That's what I tell you, boy. You do right by Chicago. Chicago do right by you. And that nigga live in Arizona.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
And think about it. He was only a participant in the Super Bowl. He didn't win
Yeah.
shit, which we should have
Yeah.
won that Super Bowl. But don't get me started on that shit.
Oh, Cedric Benson fumbling the ball.
That dead son of a bitch. Boy.
Because we always talk about my fucking team. Go ahead
Thomas
and
Jones.
tell it.
You look
Go
at that
ahead
game.
and tell it.
Any of y'all go look at that game. Thomas Jones had over 100 yards. He was stuffing it down their fucking throats. And I mean, Thomas Jones, congrats to him. He's a good actor now. I mean, hell, he's on the strip club
You
show.
said all of LSG. That's cold, Jose.
Shit, what's that show called? The damn with the strippers on Stars. He on that.
P Valley?
Yeah, he on P Valley.
Yeah.
And Thomas Jones was running like a wild man. Rex was playing cool, you know. And then they start creeping back in there when Lovey trying to have that Texas fucking love and give it to a fellow Texan. And fucking Cedric Benson just started fumbling and bumbling the fucking ball twice.
I remember when fucking Ricky Waters used to do that shit for us in them NFC Championship games. I'm like, nigga, you run good all year, and you get your ass in the NFC Championship game against the Cowboys, and this is where you want to fumble at, nigga?
That would have been our second fucking Super Bowl.
Man.
Because then Cutler got hurt in fucking 2010. And I know this. I believe this in my heart. If they would have got to the fucking goddamn fucking championship, we would have beat the Steelers. We'd have beat the motherfuckers. That could have been 3.
Get blamed for being on the exercise.
The nigga tore a ligament in his fucking knee.
Oh, man, Randy was a wreck that day. I remember that. That poor chair didn't stand a chance.
I tossed that shit.
What the fuck? That chair in like 2 pieces.
Think about it. Our defense shut the motherfuckers down. They beat us, what, by 7? I think, if that.
No, wasn't that the game where
Dumbass Lovey put that first backup quarterback. I forgot his fucking name. He was trash. He fucked up so bad. Lovey couldn't even keep him in that fucking long. And then fucking he put Caleb Haney in there, and Haney started got the ball moving.
It was Chase Daniel, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Daniels. It was another bum ass, one of them retread bum ass quarterbacks.
No, wasn't it fucking the guy that made Kaepernick famous? Jason Campbell?
No, it wasn't Campbell. We had him, but he wasn't a part of that. We had Campbell, but he wasn't a part of that. Yep. Made B.J. Rodgers a star that day. You're right, Jose. His fat ass became a fucking star. It wasn't a shit after that. Hey, I can say the same thing for what's his name? Oh, fucking Clay Matthews. That bitch motherfucker wasn't shit. All he was doing was fucking crimping his fucking hair around.
You know, since you mentioned that, Eddie Lacy was a bust too.
Yeah, another fucking Packers fucking running back.
He went to Seattle and he still couldn't make it work. He started crying because the fans was calling him a fat piece of shit.
He did gain a lot of weight.
I remember he was crying about that shit.
He gained a lot of fucking weight. If you go from when he came with the Packers to then, that motherfucker had to put on a good 40. And not in a good way.
It's all about you saying you put on a good 40.
Shit. If that, I might be honest, it might have been 50.
Oh, a little 40 feet.
Yeah, you see, you think about it. And them motherfuckers in Green Bay, they scared as fuck right now. But they don't know what's going on in Rodgers. They like, oh shit, the Bears might actually have a fucking quarterback now. Holy shit.
They don't know what fucking Aaron Rodgers is going to do. It creates a lot of parity.
Hey, let me tell you something, Jack. If he leaves or come back, their time is up, and that's the way it is. Because he don't want to be there, so he's not gonna be into it like that.
Yeah, I say the same thing. His heart
And then
ain't gonna be into it.
we gotta take the motherfuckers. Because hey, I like what fucking Nagy said. If he shows it, we'll start him. But right now the plan is to fucking have fucking what's his name, the Red Rifle.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to throw Fields in right away. Let him learn the offense for a little bit.
And shit. And another thing
I think
I'm looking
about week.
forward to
I
this
think about
season.
week
I
10.
want to see Sam Darnold fail. So I don't have to hear shit from Amar no more, and I don't have to hear shit from bitch ass Cowherd, who's a fucking water toting motherfucker for that motherfucker. It's like, you think about it, how dare he fucking talk about him like he's better than Baker Mayfield? Like Baker Mayfield has excelled and took a team to the playoff and won a fucking round. And Sam Darnold, that nigga can't even get a fucking 8-8 season.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. This is his shot. We better do something with it.
That motherfucker gonna be a failure. He gonna throw picks just like he did at USC. You remember that? Do you remember all of us was talking on fucking Voxer during that draft? Amar was coming after me coming off. I'm like, I don't see it. I'm like, I looked at his college shit. That all he did was throw picks at USC all the time.
Wait a minute. Where did Sam Darnold go again?
USC.
No.
He
No.
was
Who
throwing
did he go to?
interceptions.
He went to Tennessee?
He went to USC, the
No,
college.
not the college. Where did he
Oh,
go?
Carolina. He went to the Panthers.
Carolina, that's right. The Panthers.
The land of the 3 bum ass running backs. Don't forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough place for him to land, but maybe Matt Rule might have something for him.
I don't give a fuck. As long as he go down, so I can have something to laugh at. It's good shit.
Well, they ain't got no receivers.
They got
Far as
decent
I know.
receivers there. I think Bridgewater damn near threw for 4,000 yards. So, and Bridgewater's in Denver, which I think he will totally enjoy because they got weapons.
Yeah. We'll see, because he sure got a lot of people to throw to in Denver.
Yeah, it ain't no excuse. He got to make it work there.
Yeah.
Because if he don't fucking do nothing good this turn, he's gonna be a forever backup. Ain't nobody never gonna give him another shot at starting.
Well, he on borrowed time with Denver anyway.
Yeah, unless he throw for over 4,000 yards, that'll shut him the fuck up.
And they defense keep him in it, but see, Denver is in a tough fucking division. You know, that AFC
When you
West is
got that,
really
when you
good.
got that fucking bum ass motherfucking Von Miller treating old girl like that fucking rat bastard.
Yeah, Megan Denise show is fine.
She on another level, nigga. She got the Amazon height and an Amazonian body.
And she's like a hot pregnant chick now.
Man, as Jose say, tell me somebody who wouldn't give her the high heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. Really, when you busting out that just for men, it's been years, boy. I ain't did that shit like 4, 5, 6 years.
I remember when you tried to just sneak that shit in, like when you tried to sneak that mohawk in and not tell nobody about it. Hey, do you be watching Ms. and Mrs.?
Sometimes.
Hey, this last episode was hilarious because his dad did that shit. He rolled up with some black hair dye and a black mustache. And everybody was like, the fuck you doing?
Hey, I was wondering because they don't never talk about it. His mom and dad ain't together.
No, they're not together, but they're friends.
Oh, okay.
Like they're all like, I think his dad lives with them.
Mm.
And his mom is always over there too. So they're friends. They're not together no more, but they're friends.
Okay.
His mom be trying to fuck all the wrestlers.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah. Hey man, you said that fucking Braun Strowman was smashing Raquel Gonzalez. I haven't found no proof of that.
I seen pictures on the internet.
I've been searching. I ain't seen nothing that proves that.
Hold on. Let's see if I can find something real quick.
I ain't seen nothing that proves it. They doing a good job about, keeping it discreet if they really are messing around. They should have Andrade beat Omega. Man, Andrade's a fucking great wrestler, dude. Like, WWE gave him a raw deal. He's a great wrestler.
They got pictures when he was with old girl who's fucking Charlotte's ex-husband that was in TNA, Graham.
I remember that guy. He sucked.
Yeah, he been in NWA. That's where he at.
No. I remember, Jose, you remember that beer? Brahma? I think that was like Brazilian beer. Can't even find that shit no more. Good old Brahma.
I see one picture with him and Raquel.
If it's the one where they're in them Halloween costumes, that ain't gonna work.
I seen this one. This was they in the gym together, and she lifting his ass up.
I don't know. I don't think they messing around. Then they could be. I don't know.
They got fucking other people with they bitches.
Shit, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta go to sleep, man. I got an early haul as usual.
What you doing, LG?
As always, going to bum ass Carson.
Good old hood city. Well, you could be great.
Look, LaRussa, no rift in the White Sox clubhouse. Some players disagreed, but it was much to do about nothing.
Nice. That's why I said they're gonna win. They're gonna win in spite of him. That's what's gonna end up happening.
Oh, look at this. Orioles first baseman Chris Davis hit out for the season. Isn't Chris Davis out for the season every fucking year?
Ever since they gave him that fucking $150 million, yeah.
$161 million. 2022 will be the final season of that $161 million deal. Because everybody thinking the same thing. Like he been eating for free, taking the Sam Bradford route.
Damn. Hey, you remember Bradford just kept getting big checks?
Hell yeah. Sam Bradford, from the moment he came into the league, wasn't it because of him that they changed the pay structure? Because he came in on a $50 million deal, and he wasn't shit.
Let's see. Sam Brad.
Shit, Sam Bradford, I think he was the biggest fucking thief of the NFL. That motherfucker was making them big ass $1 million contracts and never really played.
Sam Bradford made $1.25 million per touchdown in his career.
And he didn't have a lot.
Let's see. I'm trying to fucking see.
Flynn shit. Matt Flynn got that big ass.
He gets Sam Bradford money.
Contract from Seattle, and then got beat out in training camp from Russell Wilson.
Let's see. Sam
Bradford I think he was the Raiders after that, and he was a bum.
His first contract was for $78 million. That was a rookie contract. He won 18 games and threw 59 touchdowns and 38 interceptions. He didn't play a single game in his final year. Then he was traded, where he signed another contract with the Eagles for 2 years, 18 per year.
Wow.
So that's damn near, that's over $100 million right there. 1 year with the Eagles, he struggled, was traded to the Vikings. He lost the job to Case Keenum. And let's see, despite all that, he managed to sign a $20 million contract that included a $10 million signing bonus. So he made like 100, probably 30-some million.
For very little work.
Let's see, demoted to third string quarterback losses. Yep. It says he estimated a net worth of $70 million and pocketed more than $130 million in career earnings.
Wow. That's a hell of a career for having not done very much.
It said if you do the math in his career, he earned $1.25 million per touchdown, as well as $1.56 million per game he played.
Wow. That's crazy.
$130 million. That's a lot of cheese.
I don't know why the fuck
What's up,
Otani don't just
Greenwood?
fucking be a pitcher. Just pitch, bro. Like, you ain't got to do all that stuff over here. Just pitch.
Tim Tebow with the white privilege. Yeah, that's facts.
Hey, Mike, we were just talking about Dwayne Haskins, so you guys decided to scoop him up off the street and put him on the practice squad, huh?
Shit, they scooped his ass out of the casket.
Hell yeah, because wasn't nobody going to hire that dude.
Shit, that's fucking horrible. Dwayne Haskins. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler.
But that's what I said. They signed back that other guy for a year. He's going to back up Roethlisberger.
Shit, this probably gonna be Haskins, boy.
I don't know.
It's gonna be Haskins.
Haskins got to show that he worth something. I mean, that was like a big drop. First round pick to not having a job at all. But then a lot of that was on him, too, for being stupid. Out doing stuff he ain't had no business doing.
And the thing about it is, Chico was gonna give him a fucking fresh start over. And he fucked that up, and Chico sent him out on his ass before the season was over.
Man, I hope Chico doing all right.
He's looking all right. He fought that cancer.
Yeah. All right, man, we got to wrap this up. I got to go to sleep, man.
Asking going to the XFL. Yeah, we see when they come back.
That's right. The Rock owns the XFL now.
Yeah.
That's a bad investment.
Shit, don't worry. You gonna see Vince trying to sneak back in through the back door.
That shit ain't gonna make no money.
They've been looking for alternate football because the Arena League and wherever the fuck them other leagues. And the XFL was doing pretty good until the fucking COVID shit happened.
Randy, they was not doing good.
It was better than all the other shit that was on.
Yeah, it was better than the Alliance of American Football.
Yeah, hey, you was talking about, oh yeah, they got it. They getting into it first. I said, this shit gonna be trash. Them niggas didn't work for 6 weeks.
It was trash.
Chuck got to cook his lunch for the ball.
No, I've already meal prepped. I gotta go to sleep.
All right, let's
I'll
wrap
see
this
you guys
up.
later. Take it easy.
Hey, when the next one?
I don't know. Whenever.
Shit. Everybody enjoy yourself. Real quick, last question. Who's your kitchen bitch?
For me, my kitchen bitch this week is the Celtics for busting your ass so you can get your ass kicked in by fucking Brooklyn. You should have lost the fucking game and played against fucking Indiana tomorrow to play fucking Philadelphia. You don't fucking win this game when you know you don't have nothing close to play Brooklyn. Now you got to go out here and get embarrassed. And then you're telling me that fucking Brad Stevens' job is safe? That's my kitchen bitch.
Well, I can say my kitchen bitches are 4 vice presidents from AEW. Now these hoes ain't getting along. I told you this shit wouldn't work. And it's not. They putting out a shit product with shit people. Now they acting like pieces of shit. That's my kitchen bitch. So
shout out to Sonic Drive-In for them 44-ounce ices. Sugar-free cherry. Slushy. That sugar-free cherry is fire. Best thing they ever fucking came out with.
Oh, and with that, we'll say goodnight to everybody on this long-ass edition. We thank the Valeria, one of the Bobby Lashley girls from Raw, for jumping on. And shit, that's it.
Yep.
Get
And
your
I
pet
still,
spayed and neuter. Goodbye, everybody.
and I still don't believe in Bitcoin.
Hey, ain't that shit taking a loss? Like, they're taking big losses right now.
That shit, let me tell you something. That fucking cryptocurrency is just like the WWE Hall of Fame. That shit's a figment of somebody's imagination. Stealing
Damn.
your money. Good night.
Good night. Hey, enjoy. Hopefully we be on soon.